We'll start off with one called Bend to the East, Bend to the West, everybody. Here we go. Well, been to the east and I've been to the west and I've been to Alabama. Pretty little gal, every seen us down in Louisiana. Well, been to the east and I've been to the west and I've been to Alabama. The toughest piece of meat I ever tried to eat was a leg of a yabba hammer. Go on now. Been to the east and I've been to the west and I've been to Alabama. First little gal I ever did see was down in Louisiana. Thank you, folks. All right. Sounds good. You guys need
Can everybody hear the fiddle player all right out there? Really? Okay, I can't. I think the banjo's too loud. Does y'all think so? Yeah, that's too loud. Don't y'all think? We need to turn the banjo down. Sing them something nice.
Okay. We'll sing you one. Here's to I've Always Been a Rambler. We've been on the road for a little bit now, folks, so we're going to do you a traveling song from North Carolina, and this one is called I've Always Been a Rambler, and it's one we learned from Grayson and Whitter. They were an Eastern Tennessee vocal duo from the 1930s, and this is a story about a young man who decides he's going to travel the world, and he made it all the way across the mountain to Johnson City, Tennessee, and thought that was the entire world, but he made it about 3 counties, and you have to hang on to the end of the story to find out what happens. So here we go. I've always been a rambler, my fortune been quite hard. I've always loved pretty women, drank whiskey and played cards. My parents treated me kindly, for they had no boy but me. And my heart was set on rambling, at home I couldn't agree. Country by. He had one handsome daughter on who I cast an eye. She was so tall and handsome, so pretty and so fair. There is no girl in the whole wide world with who I could compare. If I crossed o'er the plain, she said it makes no difference, so you return again. And she said that she proved true to me until I proved unkind. So I shook hands and parted with the girl I left behind. the only girl that breaks my heart is the girl I left behind. Well, while rambling out one evening down on the country square, the mail was just arriving when the postboy met me there. And he handed me a letter that proved me to understand that girl I left in Carolina had married another man. True. My heart was filled with trouble, I didn't know what to do. My heart was filled with trouble, got troubles on my mind. I'm gonna drink and gamble for the girl I left behind. Alrighty. Thank you, everybody. Thanks, y'all. Alright. Sure.
Some of you folks were here on Sunday night. Weren't some of you? I see some familiar faces, and I've seen some of you folks around. I'm surprised you came back. I thought you had all you could deal with it. I'm not sure. That's a good sign when she came back. I was happy to see that. Now, the promoter's wife came back. I'm happy. Anyway, let's do Rolling Boys Roll.
Here we go.
Huh? You just surprised.
Any part.
This is a thing that was recorded down in Atlanta, Georgia, back in the 1920s. By a band that's called Gid Tanner and his Skillet Lickers. It's called Rollin' Boys Rollin', roll 'em on the ground. It's all about shooting some dice and having some fun. David Bass.
Here we go. Rollin' boys, roll on around. Shoot that 7-11 and roll 'em on the ground.
Yeah, I went to see my gal last night. Her love I was seeking. Yeah, I missed her mouth and I kissed her nose and it all don't think it's leaking.
Well, roll 'em boys, roll 'em all around. Well, shoot that 7-11 and roll 'em on the ground. Go, go. Thank you, everybody. Well, Y'all, we are called the Freight Hoppers. We hail all the way from the Great Smoky Mountains of North Carolina, down there, the very western part of the state down there. A little town called Bryson City. Got about 1,800 people in it. It's a little tiny town. Had to add it up today to figure out we had 4 stoplights in our little town, but it took me most of the morning to come up with that figure. But
that's a lot more than when I moved to town.
That's for sure. But we're very proud to be up here, folks. We're doing a lot of traditional southeastern music, old-time music, folks call it, back where we're from, and we have a lot of fun doing it, so we're very proud to present it for you. I'm going to tell you who we are just a little bit, and we'll get right back to it. The most key important member of our organization is this man right here with the long hair and the fiery fiddle. This is Mr. David Bass, y'all, and we're glad to have him. And he's a dancing machine, that's for sure. Oh, yeah. We're going to do a spiritual number next, folks. We learned from Lester Flatt and Earl Scruggs and all the Foggy Mountain Boys. This one is called Brothers, I'm Getting Ready to Go. That's the one.
We're staying up over there at Indian Lake. Anybody know about that place? It's
Indian Lake?
quite fine.
Fantastic.
These guys were just right off the dock where we're staying, catching fish all during the night. And I got up at 3 o'clock, woke up, and went out. And Isaac was in the hot tub there, right outside the back door at 3 o'clock in the morning, smiling from all the fish he'd caught.
Yeah.
So we're not quite getting ready to go anywhere yet.
You get my tuner? Yes, please.
We will be on the weekend at in Kendallville, Indiana, at the Tri-State Bluegrass Festival.
In South Haven. We'll be in South Haven Friday evening.
That is quite a value now if you happen to want to come down and hear a bunch of good music down at Kendallville. We're going to be there along with a band called the Dry Branch Fire Squad, who I would say is based from out and around Colorado, so they're coming a long way also.
Alrighty. These things were in tune when we bought them.
You ready, boys?
Yeah.
This is one we learned from Lester Flatt and Earl Scruggs, and I've got the 78 RPM record at home that I like to drag out and play. Brothers, I'm getting ready to go. The Lord, He has saved me, and I want the world to know I'm on my way to glory land. There I'll see Jesus and take Him by the hand.
Brothers, I'm getting ready to go. Brothers, I'm getting ready to go. I'm leaving this world here below. There's nothing in this world that can turn me back, I know. Brothers, I'm getting ready to go.
So sinners, wake up while yet you have time.
Get in the glory land waiting.
Jesus will hear you and answer your call.
Get ready to heed Him today. Brothers, I'm getting ready to go. I'm leaving this world here below. There's nothing in this world that can turn me back, I know. Brothers, I'm getting ready to go. Go,
So sinners, don't wait till it is too late.
Jesus, my call for you today.
And it's awful to know when you leave this world below.
If you are not ready to go, brothers, I'm getting ready to go. I'm leaving get Mr. David Bass here to play you a love song, I think. We're going to play you a love song about chickens.
Yeah. This is my favorite love song. I think we played it Sunday when it was raining. But it really is truly my favorite love song, and it's called Cackling Hen. And well, I'll tell you why I love this song so much. I'll take a big package of chicken out to my grill, and I've got a coffee can. I put some hickory wood in there and get the smoke going. I'll smoke it for about an hour, and then I lay the barbecue sauce to it and turn the gas up way high on the grill and get it all browned up and stuff. And then when I bring it in the house, that's when I get the love.
Yes. This one is called The Old Hen. The old hen cackled and the rooster's gonna crow. Top of the hill singing Christmas time.
Spiritual number now, folks. We've learned a lot of this music that we're performing for you. We originally learned from old wind-up Victrola records, stuff that was recorded back in the 1920s and 30s. I say we learned it on Victrola records. Some of it we did, some of it we learned from CDs, and some we learned slap off the computer. But all this is some kind of old music. We're going to do you one now we learned from a few different people. It's a spiritual number called Death's Little Black Trains A-Comin'. Get all your business right.
We do love Michigan. Michigan's got a big country music history. I'm talking about real country music, not that stuff you hear on the radio today. And y'all know what I'm talking about. Real country music. There's been plenty of that in Michigan. So, gosh, a lot of songs that we'll seek out and we'll learn songs and we'll realize, well, that was recorded by, say, Pete Kirby. And he was in Michigan working up here when he wrote that song, Rabbit in the Log, actually. But this is called There's a Little Black Train A-Comin'.
God spoke to Hezekiah, and the message from on high. You better set your house in order, for thou shalt surely die. He turned to the wall of weeping, his eyes were filled with tears, and he got his business fixed all right. God spared him 15 years. There's a little black train a-comin' and get all your business right. You better set your house in order, for the train may be here tonight. sight. Oh, death, will you not spare me? Well, I see my wicked ways. I pray the Lord have mercy. Come and set me free. But death had fixed the shackles upon his soul so tight that before he got his business fixed, the train pulled in that night. There's a little black train coming. Get all your business right. You better set your house in order, for the train may be here tonight. There's a rich old fool in his mansion. He said, I have no future to fear. My barns are overflowing. I'll live for many long years. And I sure have plenty of money and none but myself to please. I filled my barns and larders. I expect to take my ease. But while he stood there pondering, the God of power and might said, you rich old fool at the judgment bar, your soul is acquired tonight. There's a little black train coming in. Get all your business right. You better set your house in order, for the train may be here tonight. That's it. That's the black train. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, appreciate that. Well, we'll get Mr. David Bass to play you another fiddle tune here. We go to the key of C, maybe? Which have mine? There you go. No, not Lacey. We're going to do you a song now we learned from some people who recorded down in Atlanta, Georgia a long time ago. This one's called Riley the Furniture Man, and it's a little tale about what happens if you did not keep your furniture bill paid back in those days, the 1920s and 30s. Mr. Riley would come along and take it away from you and repo it. He had the original Operation Repo back in those days down in Atlanta.
We learned this piece from some guys whose name was Paul and Leon Kofer, and they grew up in the very eastern part of Georgia on a farm where they rendered different kinds of products from pine trees, including turpentine and I guess some fiddle rosin and pulp. Thing's about to feed back on me, just barely. Anyway, they're buried right there on the west side of Atlanta on David Abernathy Boulevard. We like to go visit them. I do anyway.
Yeah, y'all
Paul
stop
and
by and
Leon.
say hello when you're down there.
They recorded 14 sides of 78 records, and they didn't release a lot of them. They were so bad, they just didn't want the public to have to listen to them. And we've learned some of the stuff that never was released, but here we go with Riley the Furniture Man.
Riley's wagon's been here, he's got everything I had. Riley's been here, he's got my furniture gone.
Yeah, Riley, he's a white man, and he lives on 16th Street.
And every Saturday evening, Mr. Riley, you and me, Riley's been here, he's got my furniture gone.
So Riley came to my house, these is the words he said.
He told that old man driver, take down that rosewood bed. Riley's been here, he's got my furniture gone. Look it on.
Yeah, the next door neighbor's Mr. Riley, he's white as crystal snow.
If you don't pay Mr. Riley, he'll take your furniture to show. Riley's been here, he's got my furniture gone.
So go and tell that lone man, oh, it sure is bad.
Riley's wagon's been here, it's got everything I had. Riley's been here, it's got my furniture gone. Thank you, everybody. All right, let's play another fiddle tune. If we do,
Ready for dance?
yeah. We've noticed some young people up here dancing. You all are invited to get up and dance if you want to, folks. There's plenty of room down here.
No.
Nolan.
No.
This is our buddy Nolan down here. He's going to be the world's greatest banjo player here in about 2 more years. We're pretty sure.
Banjo. Get your banjo. Get your banjo. Get it.
Let's do Hell Broke Loose in Georgia. What do you think? Here's your old fiddle tune from Georgia, everybody, called Hell Broke Loose in Georgia.
Listen, get up and dance.
Yep.
This is our host for the week. We're staying at his lake cottage over on Indian Lake. He's looking at Yeah, I woke this morning feeling kind of rotten. I've been drunk before sick. Yeah, now I'm
dealing with drinking, we'll do you another drinking song now. This one is one we learned from Roy Acuff. You want to do that one? This one's called I Heard the Wreck on the Highway, or I Didn't Hear Nobody Pray, which is bad English, we know, but we didn't write it. If we wrote it, we'd say we didn't hear anybody pray, but here's one we learned from Roy Acuff, everybody. Y'all ready, boys?
I am.
Well, who did you say was brother? Who was it died on the way? When whiskey and blood run together, did you hear anyone pray? I didn't hear nobody pray, dear brother. I didn't hear nobody pray. I heard the crash on the highway, but I didn't hear nobody pray. Well, when I heard the crash on the highway, I knew what it was from the start. Well, I went to the scene of destruction, and a picture was stamped on my heart. There's whiskey and blood all together, well mixed with a glass where they lay. Death had laid down her hand in destruction, but it didn't hear nobody pray. I didn't hear nobody pray, dear brother. I didn't hear nobody pray. I heard the crash on the highway, but I didn't hear nobody pray. Now I wish I could change the sad story that I am now telling you, but there's no way I could change it, for somebody's life is now through. Their soul has been called by the Master. They died in a crash on the way, and I heard the groans of the dying, but I didn't hear nobody pray. I didn't hear nobody pray, dear brother. I didn't hear nobody pray. I heard the crash on the highway, but I didn't hear nobody pray. Thank you, everybody. Once again, Nolan on his banjo, everybody. That's right. Y'all over here playing the banjo and singing for you. This is Mr. Frankly, everyone. Make him feel welcome. He too is wearing his Shoreline Brewing t-shirt today.
Yes.
Brewing. Brewing. That's a word that stumps me every time I try to say it.
Let's do one more and change keys.
Yeah.
What's a good something in key you might want to do, David?
Recently on the County. Okay, here we go. We're going to play you guys a square dance number now, so we hope you get up and dance. Gosh, if we had a caller here, we could have a humdinger of a square dance, but y'all look kind of comfortable, so I just stay there. We're going to do you one called Jenny on the Railroad. Okay, we got a minute. Back here on the big upright acoustic double doghouse bull string bass, this is Bradley Adams, everyone, playing the bass player. Bradley, David, and myself have been in fish heaven the last 48 hours. Fishing's good up here, y'all. Here we go. change. I broke the string, everybody, so we'll be back in 2 seconds.
That's Mr. Well, I don't know. I want to do. We're gonna need somebody on your bond.
It's right there. You want to do that? Okay.
Yeah. So let's get the string on. Let's get the string on. So anyway, Isaac's gonna change the string, and we're gonna do a couple more pieces before we take a break. We've got some flyers from the Kendallville Festival we're going to be at this weekend, and that's a huge value with the ticket price compared to the entertainment you get for that. So come take a flyer home with you. We've got our CDs we're going to have for sale, and we also have these flyers you can take home if you're interested in maybe coming down to Kendallville. I have some valid fishing license in Indiana, so I feel like a pull to go down there and fish legally in Indiana. I pulled my old guitar out. This guitar was made back in 1932 by the National Guitar Company, and it's called a resonator guitar. It's a round neck. It's not a square neck like a dobro, but it does have a resonator in it like a dobro. And it was made the same year my dad was born. I was really happy to find this old guitar. A little bit of John Henry. Come on up now, Isaac.
Uh-oh.
Is it coming now?
He got it fixed, buddy.
He gets to playing his guitar so good, the strings just give up sometimes on him.
There's another spiritual song, everybody, called You're Gonna Need Somebody on Your Bond.
You ready, buddy?
You're gonna need somebody on your bond. You're gonna need somebody on your bond. When it's way past midnight, Lord, and death comes slipping in the room, you're gonna need somebody on your bond. Well, when you were a sinner, nobody gonna call you bond. Oh, you fell on your knees and began to pray and ask Jesus to call your bond. You gonna need somebody on your bond. You gonna need somebody on your bond. When it's way past midnight, Lord, and death comes slipping in the room, you're gonna need somebody on your bond. Well, when you were a drunkard, nobody gonna call you bond. You fell on your knees and began to pray and ask Jesus to call your bond. You gonna need somebody on your bond. You're gonna need somebody on your bond. When it's way past midnight, Lord, and death comes slipping in the room, you're gonna
Thank you, folks.
Thank you, everybody. It's an old Blind Willie Johnson tune there, folks. Well, I say we get back to the program of fiddle dance music. Mr. Bass, what shall we do? Okay. What about Sugar Hill? Sounds good. We're going to do an old number down our part of the world called Sugar Hill. This is an old song about the bad part of town, and we're going to do this one, and we're going to take a very short break, so please hang out. We got a lot more music to play for you this evening, and if you'd like to come up and chat with any of us, if you can get through our thick southern accents and understand what we're saying, we'd love to visit with all y'all, so come on up. And we got a bunch of t-shirts for sale if you like t-shirts. Frank Lee is a graphic designer, makes his own t-shirts, and he's got some fun ones, and it's still just about a week or so into the trip, so most of them are pretty clean still if you want one. We brought our own brand of cat hair up from North Carolina with us on all the t-shirts, so I hope you're not allergic. Oh, it's not? There's a beautiful, almost full moon rising right over y'all right back there. It's really pretty. Absolutely. So we're going to give you one more now, and we'll take a very short break, so please hang out with us, and here's your good old Sugar Hill. Everybody. Thank you, folks. We're going to take a very short break, and we'll be back with you in just 5 or so minutes. So please come up and say hello to us if you wish to. We'll be right up here. Thank you, everybody. I ain't gonna work tomorrow, and I ain't thanks for sticking around with us. Once again, we're the Freight Hoppers from the Smoky Mountains of North Carolina. We always like to tell everybody that where we live, a little town called Bryson City, our county, Swain County, it's one of the largest counties in North Carolina. 80% of our county is either national forest or national park. And yeah, it's nice and quiet. That means the federal government owns most of our county, which we always like to remind y'all that means y'all own most of our county. So we'd love it if y'all would come down to visit sometime. If you've ever wanted to come down and see the Smoky Mountains, is anybody here from Tennessee? There you are, right up front. Okay. The Tennessee side is fun, but there's some fun stuff on the North Carolina side too, so just come on over and pay a visit. You're all welcome to stay at Frank's house as well. He's got plenty of room.
Yeah, I have lots of cats. If there's any cat allergies that are issues, stay away from my place. This is what we're going to do for you. This on our CD that we've got for sale here that features all four of us. And it was recorded in Memphis, Tennessee back in 1932, the same year this guitar was made. And it's called It Seems Like Everybody in the Whole Wide World Is Down on Me. And it's a little spiritual piece. The fellow's name was Eddie Head that did this, and he had a whole family full of sanctified singers.
Sanctified.
You ready?
If I could, I surely would stand on the rock where Moses stood. Seems like everybody in the whole wide world is down on me. Down on me. Down on me. Seems like everybody in the whole wide world is down on me. Well, Jordan River, deep and cold, chills my body but fires my soul. Seems like everybody in the whole wide world is down on me. Down on me. Down on me. Seems like everybody in the whole wide world is down on me. I can't find my folding bed, got no place to lie my head. Seems like everybody in the whole wide world is down on me. Down on me. Down on me. Seems like everybody in the whole wide world is down on me. And I ain't been to heaven, but I've been told the streets are silver and the gates are gold. Seems like everybody in the whole wide world is down on me. Down on me. Down on me. Seems like everybody in the whole wide world is down on me. Praise God Almighty. Well, if I could, I surely would stand on the rock where Moses stood. Seems like everybody in the whole wide world is down on me. Down on me. Down on me. Seems like everybody in the whole wide world is down on me. Down on me. Down on me. Seems like everybody in the whole wide world is down on me. Thanks, y'all. All right. So if there's anybody in the audience who can tell four die-hard fishermen from North Carolina where we can find the salmon in the river, please come up and see us at the end of the show, and we'd appreciate that quite a bit. We got a big cooler. It's still kind of empty. We haven't got it filled up yet, but we're going to take some fish home with us. All right, sure enough. We're going to do you one now, folks. We learned from Uncle Dave Macon. This one is called Won't You Come and Go, or Going Across the Sea. Yes, sir. Well, won't you come and go with me? Very well, my pretty little miss, I'm going across the sea. So won't you come and go with me? Very well, my pretty little miss, I'm going across the sea.
Thank you, folks.
Thank you, good people. Circle being broken, so I think so. We won't do that, no. It's A, everything's an A. Get your guitar back out. Sing something pretty. We're going to sing you a spiritual number. We don't believe in set list, everybody. You're looking at a band that doesn't like to write things down because we can't often read what we wrote down. It's illegible. So we learned a long time ago not to make a set list. Sorry about that. We used to make them and we'd always leave them in the car, so it was just a big waste of time anyways. But we know what we want to do. We want to sing you something nice and pretty now. We're going to get Frank to get his guitar back out. And let's do the blues piece.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Here's your little bit of blues, everybody. This one's called Seems Like Everything's Coming My Way.
Here we go.
It was in the spring, one sunny day. My good girl left me, Lord, she's gone away. And now you're gone, I ain't grieving, 'cause everything's working my way. Mississippi River, long and deep and wide, that a woman of love is on the other side. And now you're gone, and I ain't grieving, 'cause everything's working my way. You don't like my peaches, don't shake my tree. Stay on out of my orchard, let my peaches be. And now you're gone, I ain't grieving, 'cause everything's working my way.
Yeah, and I told you, baby, time and times again, and I wouldn't be your enemy, rather be your friend. Well, now you're gone,
And I ain't grieving, 'cause everything's working my way. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, folks, most kindly. Well, I didn't introduce myself. I'm the last one. I think y'all know me anyways. I look out there and I think I know most y'all. But y'all, my name is Isaac Deal, and I live down there in North Carolina, and I'm proud to be singing up. This is my dream come true to have Frank Lee in this ear and David Bass in this ear. I can't ask for anything more in life other than please tell us where the salmon can be caught. That's what we're looking for. We're going to turn David Bass loose. He's the human dynamo on the fiddle. We're going to play a fiddle tune for you folks, and I don't know what it is. Polecat Blues.
We had one of these come into the neighborhood about 2 nights ago, and luckily it didn't get too close. It's called the Polecat Blues. This comes from Benton Flippin from Mount Airy, North Carolina. Benton said it's an awful stinky title, but the tune sounds real good.
I think they eat those things up here, man.
Here we go, Polecat Blues. Change keys here really quick. Go to the key of A, Mr. David Bass. I'm going to do you one now called It's a Scandalous and a Shame. This is a song about drinking. Most specifically, it's a song about why you should not make or sell illegal moonshine, especially if you're a preacher.
We learned this from a fellow, his name was Blind Willie McTell, and he recorded it down in Atlanta, Georgia, back in the early 1930s, Blind Willie McTell. And another fellow named Gideon Tanner recorded it with his band called the Skillet Lickers. Gideon Tanner and the Skillet Lickers recorded this thing called God Don't Like It. And it's really, the name of it is called It's Scandalous and a Shame. And it's got a little call and response part going on.
God don't like it, and I don't either.
We did record this one on another one we've got on our newest CD that features all of us.
There's your banjo. No, not the least. Hey, can we get another round of applause for Nolan the Banjo Wonder?
He's gonna salvage this show after if it kills him now.
We met these nice people. We were down in southern Indiana at the beginning of June playing the John Hartford Memorial Festival, and Ben and Christy and young Nolan pulled in right next door to us at our camp, and Nolan climbed inside the car with the car keys and locked the door up. And it was pouring down rain. They were trying to set up their camp, and Frank had just bought himself an iPhone, and boy, is he proud of that smartphone he's got there. So he was able to pass the phone along, and they were able to call the cops who showed up down there at Bean Blossom, and I'm just telling you, people scattered like crazy because they didn't know what was going on. But
Looked like somebody kicked into an anthill when they showed up there.
so here we go, Scandalous and Ashamed.
1, 2, 3. Everybody's getting stoned drunk, they must be drinking shine. God don't like
Well, I don't either.
God don't like
Well, I don't either.
God don't like
Well, I don't either.
This kind of sound is shame. Yeah, they say the other corn makes the very best kind. Boy, you better go to making it up in bread and stop that drinking shine. God don't like it.
Well, I don't either.
God don't like it.
Well, I don't either.
God don't like it.
Well, I don't either.
This kind of sound is shame. Yeah, the men won't pay their honest debt and the bill's getting further behind. And they'll draw that money every week and they'll drink it all up and shine. God don't like it.
Well, I don't either.
God don't
Well,
like it.
I don't either.
God don't like it.
Well, I don't either.
Well, this kind of sound is shame. This whole world's quite lost, it's quite like it's quite. You better serve the Lord with all your might. Stop that drink and shine. And God don't like it.
I don't either.
God don't like
No,
it.
I don't either.
God don't like it.
Well, I don't either.
This kind of sound is shame. When some of these preachers as bad as the members about drinking that old moonshine, when they're trying to make love to every woman to me just to buy and drink and shine. God don't like it.
Well, I don't either.
God don't like
Well,
it.
I don't either.
God don't like
Well,
it.
I don't either.
This kind of sound is shame. Yeah, God don't like it. God don't like it. God don't like it. This kind of sound is shame.
I don't like it. Thank you, folks. Thank you very much, y'all. Folks, if you do that internet stuff, you can find us on Facebook. Please come be our friend. If you do that kind of stuff, we check it out and we put pictures on there of our travels wherever we go. You can also check us out at thefreighthoppers.com. That's our website. And you can find out when we'll be up here in this part of the world again, which we hope to be very soon.
Yes.
Can't tell you how much we love coming to the Midwest, everybody. It's a big time for us. I love the Midwest so much, I married a Midwesterner, and that's how much I love y'all people. Because y'all are nice.
That's nothing. He also procreated with this person. He did.
Well, that was a no-brainer.
All right, we're in the key of A, boys.
All right.
Yeah. How about the old never marry a drunkard thing?
Go to? All right. Here's one. Speaking of my dear old wife, this one's called I Saw a Man at the Close of Day. This is a fair warning to all the ladies to never marry a drunkard.
He did warn her.
Yep. Of course, we don't really like to get too gender specific, you know. Specific, I think. Or gender Atlantic either, you know. Or
There's
Anyway, we're gonna shut up and play some
there's a slew of jokes that we've been doing for about 2 or 3 years amongst ourselves, and that he slipped, and that's part of the whole routine.
The Pacific Ocean. The Pacific Ocean. Which ocean? Anyway, boys, not laughing. Let's play something. Here we go. Song Man to close the day. I saw a man at the close of the day, standing round my grocery door. His eyes were sunk, his lips were parched, and I viewed him more and more. His little son stood by his side, and unto him he said, "Oh, father, mother, sick at home, and sister cries for bread." He turned around, went in at the door, and he staggered up to the bar, and faltering unto the landlord said, "Just give me one glass more." A year or so I passed there by, and the crowd stood round the door. I asked the reason, one replied, "The drunkard is no more." Just then neighbors came slowly by, and no wife nor children near. They've gone before this foul murder, and left this world of care. Welcome all you jolly dram drinkers, and by this a warning take, and quit the overflow and bowl before it is too late. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, folks. All right. Where'd you go there? Oh, all right. I mentioned Frank has a smartphone, and he's got to get on it every now and then and check in with his bookie. Once again, folks, we're going to be playing. If you feel like making a trip all the way to South Haven, I've never been up there, so I don't know. I bet it's not as pretty as this down here. Foundry Hall, but we're going to be up in South Haven. Did I say something wrong? It's pretty? I bet it is up there on the lake. We've heard a lot about the Michigan sunsets, so we're excited to get up there and check one out. But yeah, we'll be up at the Foundry Hall this Friday and again down at Kendallville. And but for now, yes, here we go.
This is a piece, everybody. It's called "What You Gonna Do When Your Liquor Gives Out." You're gonna stand on the corner with your mouth pooched out. So that's one of the verses. Help us sing that. You ready?
Yes, sir. Let it rip.
What you gonna do when the liquor is out, sweet thing? What you gonna do when the liquor is out? Stand on the corner with your mouth pushed out, sweet thing. Yeah, I'm standing on the corner with my hat in my hand, sweet thing. I'm standing on the corner with my hat in my hand, sweet thing. I'm standing on the corner with my hat in my hand, looking for the woman ain't got no man, sweet thing. Lady, I'm tired of you, sweet thing. Well, Lord, baby, I'm tired of you, sweet thing. Well, Lord, baby, I'm tired of you, and I can't put up with the way you do, sweet thing. What you gonna do when the women's all dead, sweet thing? Well, what you gonna do when the women's all dead, sweet thing? What you gonna do when the women's all dead? Stand in the corner with your head in your hand, sweet thing. Oh, the engine busted and smokestack fell, sweet thing. Well, the engine busted and smokestack fell, sweet thing. Well, the engine busted and smokestack fell. Killed my darling dead as hell, sweet thing. What you gonna do when the liquor gives out, sweet thing? Well, what you gonna do when the liquor gives out, sweet thing? What you gonna do when the liquor gives out? Stand on the corner with your mouth pushed out, sweet thing.
Yeah. Thank you, everybody. Let's do Walking Cane and then, all right, that's a good idea. Okay.
This is another one about the same subject, folks. A lot of them got to do with either that or something spiritual. So this is called Hand Me Down My Walking Cane. And we learned it specifically from some musicians in Southwest Virginia who played this and played a certain style of this mountain music. And we liked it enough to kind of pick up some of the little nuances of that style. Check it out.
Hand me
Hand
down,
Me Down My
walking
Walking Cane. Hand me down my walking cane. Hand me down my walking cane. Hand me down my walking cane. And I'm gonna leave on the midnight train. All my sins are taken away, taken away. Hand me down my quarter horn. Hand me down my quarter horn. Hand me down my quarter horn, and I'll get drunk as sure as you're born. All my sins are taken away, taken away. I got drunk and I got in jail. I got drunk and I got in jail. I got drunk and I got in jail. Got nobody to go my bail. All my sins are taken away, taken away. Hand me down my walking cane. Hand me down my walking cane. Hand me down my walking cane, and I'm gonna leave on the midnight train. All my sins are taken away, taken away.
folks, we wanted to tell you something kind of special that happened to us this last weekend. We went down to the very first of what we hope to be many Folky Fish Fest down there in Angola, Indiana. We would like to say our good buddy Lucas is out there right now. He put the thing on with help from Joe and some other folks. If you didn't get a chance to go to the Folky Fish Festival this year, buddy, I hope it's on again next year because it is a fantastic festival, folks. Check it out. It's a lot of fun. It's in a beautiful spot, this old camp right on a lake. The lake's full of fish. We know the best spots. We'll tell you. You just write the request down on the back of a $20 bill, and we'll let you know where all the good fishing spots are down there. But thank you, Lucas. Y'all check out Folky Fish Fest. Fantastic festival. Absolutely. We'd also like to commend you folks for coming out and engaging yourself in an act of social rebellion. Just by the fact that you are not at home watching TV, you are doing exactly what they don't want you to be doing by being here outside enjoying live music. So thank you for being rebels, everybody. We're going to end our show now, folks, with one that we love quite a bit. This is a good old song, a love song if there ever was one. It's called Hellbound for Alabama, or The Raccoon Plowed the Possum, as we say sometimes. So thank you all. Hope y'all have enjoyed our old-time music, and we're going to give you one more now. That guy right there is already fired up about it. Here we go. Appreciate that. If you have enjoyed the music, we are the Freight Hoppers. If you have not enjoyed the music, we are Lady Gaga. So thank y'all for coming out and enjoy yourselves. Thank you, everyone.
All right, you don't have to throw money, you just have to cheer. But I'll tell you one thing, I'm not going to sing it, they're going to have to do it, okay? So everybody clap if that's what you're into.
Thank you, guys. We'll give you one more here now. We're having a good time. I think we'll just end it with a good old fiddle square dance number here. Once again, this is David Bass playing the fiddle for you. Bradley Adams on the upright acoustic double doghouse bull string bass, Mr. Frank Lee, the banjo and guitar holder, and my name is Isaac Deal. And we're going to give you something real quick here, and we thank y'all so very much. Sure enough.
Here's one of my favorite songs because it's a murder ballad. I love murder ballads, and it's a drinking song in the chorus. So this is a drinking murder ballad. It's called Wild Bill Jones.
We forgot to mention that we forgot to introduce again our newest member of our band. This is Nolan down here, everybody, playing the banjo. Where'd you go? There he is. Nolan, go up there and wave. Nolan.
Might be a half a dozen people out there that know who the Grateful Dead are or were. We were over at the lake house today watching a video of Nolan playing the drums with Mickey Hart.
And
So
brother has got some rhythm, man, let me tell you. So he's going to help us sing this one here, Wild Bill Jones. Go on, buddy.
By my true lover's side, and I drift him a little furlong.
Well, so let's pass around that long neck bottle, and we'll all go out on the street. For today was the last of old Bill Jones, and tomorrow be the last of me.
My age is 21 years, too old to be controlled. Oh, and I drew my revolver from my side, and I destroyed that poor boy's soul.
Well, let's pass around that long neck bottle, and we'll all go out on the street. For today was the last of old Bill Jones, and tomorrow be the last of me.
Staggered and he stumbled and he fell to the ground, and he gave one last dying blow. And I threw my arms around my true lover's neck, saying, "Brother, now you're left alone."
So let's pass around that long neck bottle, and we'll all go out on the street. For today was the last of old Bill Jones, tomorrow be the last of me.
Thanks, everybody. You guys are too kind. Thanks a whole lot. We love Michigan.
Yeah, y'all hang out there. We're gonna come hang out with y'all for a little bit. So.